Dilly, and welcome back to my channel. I'm sitting on the floor today because I have to film this like quickly / not that quickly. I don't know. I'm trying to film on my phone for a video and see how that goes with the quality of the video. And apparently it won't let me import large amounts of filming time, I guess. So I'm going to try and film about 2 minutes each book and each little section and see if I can import them separately somehow. I have no clue how this is going to go. But anyway, I'm going to be doing my August TBR. I was going to do my July wrap-up, but I wanted to do a whole summer wrap-up. So we're going to save that for later. In the month of July though, in July I read 6 books total, which is very good for me. That means I read more than 1 book a week, which caught me up to get to 3 books behind on my Goodreads goal. Helped me so much, so I'm really excited to hopefully do that again this month. So this month I read 2 books already, and it is August 8th on the day that I'm filming this. The first book that I read so far this month was Clap When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo. I finished a couple days ago, and as you can see I marked it up quite a bit. The green is for Camino because she lives in the Dominican Republic, and she has a green background, and Yahaira has a pink background, so I used hers as pink little tabs. This book I rated a 3 out of 5 stars. I didn't fully enjoy it. I read pretty much the entirety of this book when I was in a car with my family or when I was in a hotel room with my family, and they can be really loud. So it was kind of hard to fully dive into the book and concentrate. That might possibly be the reason I didn't really enjoy this book as much as I've seen everyone else really enjoying it. It wasn't my favorite from Elizabeth Acevedo. I haven't read The Poet X yet, but I still really want to read it. I'm pretty sure that one is also written in verse. I have the With the Fire on High, and I did read that, and I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. The undercover is beautiful, and I'm still going to keep it because I think I will eventually go back to it and see if I can really feel the story more than I did the first time. The second book that I finished this month is Pumpkinheads, which is a graphic novel by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. This is about these 2 friends, one being Deja, the other being Josiah, and they always go back to this pumpkin patch and work together. October is the only time they ever really get to see each other, and they work with each other in the pumpkin patch. It's really nice. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun to read. It took me about an hour and a half to read the whole thing. I got this at Target for about $15, which I feel like is a lot overpriced for such a short graphic novel. But either way, I really enjoyed this book. I rated it a 4 out of 5 stars. And it was just really fun read. And my wish came true with this book. I had a fun time reading it. It was very fun to read. I don't say that you definitely need to have this book on your shelf, but if you want a graphic novel, this is a really good one to pick up, and it's a lot of fun and it's cute. So obviously it's not October. I could have waited for October. I didn't even think about that. So maybe I'll reread it in October sometime or something like that. I have no clue. Now we're going to go to the books that I want to read this month. Some of them a few of them I've already started, never gotten the end to yet. I picked out 4 books that I want to read this month. At the end, I'm going to pick 2 out of this little bin here with all of the titles of the books on my shelves. But the first one I want to read is the SpongeBob Sponge on the Run movie book. So I'm about 90 pages into this book, and it's not really exciting. I mean, it's exciting, there's a lot happening, which is kind of confusing because it's all coming at you at once, but it's just average, nothing fantastic. But I wanted to get the book and read it before the movie came out just to get an idea of what's going to happen in the movie, and I just want to finish it because I keep forgetting that I haven't finished it yet. I started it like a month ago, and I just forgot that I'm not done with it yet, and I keep forgetting to read it, so it's on the list. So the next book that I would really like to get to this month is Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales by the Brothers Grimm. This book is incredibly large, and I'm only on page 14. I am using my dictionary bookmark in this book because there's so many like thou, thy, shalt not, whatever the heck. There's so many weird words in here and I want to see if I know them or what's the definition of them, you know. And I just want to not like focus fully on this one, but I want to read little bits and parts of it before I go to bed, like read a few fairy tales before I go to sleep. And once I start getting back into the schedule of school being a thing, since this is the last month of the summer, I would just like to start getting to the habit of reading maybe 4 or 5 fairy tales from this each night. I'm not expecting to get this one done, but if I did during the month of August, it'd make me really happy, and then I'd move on to Edgar Allan Poe. Oh my gosh. I really like the stories, they're fun, and I like that there's a bunch of different ones in here. It says there's over 200 in here, which is crazy. So, yep, I am just gonna enjoy this one. I know I will. Next, I would really like to read Cinderella is Dead by Kaylin Bayron. And this one, I don't really know how to explain it. It's like Cinderella died, and like each year, all of the girls at a certain age have to go to the ball. And if they aren't chosen, they're like not accepted. Like it's weird. It's a weird concept, but it's like so interesting too. I'm 50 pages into this and I really like it so far, and I really like the main character. She does not want to go to the ball to find her Prince Charming soon to be. She is actually in love with her friend Erin, so she likes her and she does not want to find a prince. But I have no clue where this is going to take me, but I've heard only amazing things about this. It's so hyped up in BookTube, and I'm so excited to read it and see what's going to happen. Oh my gosh. And the final book of my choice is obviously, well, it's not really, I mean, I guess it is my choice, book of the month. Last month I had The Shadows by Alex North. Holy crap. Amazing. So good. It was one of the best books I've ever read. It was hands down just freaky. But this one, it's not a thriller, it's a romance, and it's Atomic Love by Jenny Fields from Book of the Month. And this actually got in the mail yesterday, which means it only shipped in 5 days, which is incredibly fast for something. I don't even know where these books are coming from. This one is about a woman who is in love with her colleague at her job, and then years later, once they've separated and don't work together anymore, she is asked to spy on him, I'm pretty sure. And it's an adult romance, so I don't know if there's gonna be like steamy scenes or whatever it's called. I don't think I've ever read a adult romance novel, so I'm excited. But yeah, I love romance in general, so I'm really excited to read this one. Obviously not sponsored, but if you don't know what Book of the Month is, it is a monthly subscription box where you pay only the small price of $14.99. So Book of the Month chooses 5 books for you, and you get 1 credit each month to pick out one of the 5 books there. If you want more than one of the 5 books there, you only pay $10 extra, which is so cheap for an adult hardcover. And it says on the inside, USA money, it's $26. So it's incredibly cheap. It's about $10 less than what you would normally spend on anything. I was gonna subscribe to like Owl Crate, but they usually send like a whole box of like candles and bookmarks and random stuff that I don't know what I would do with. So that's why I subscribe to Book of the Month, because it's just a book of your choice and a bookmark. So yeehaw. Now it's time to pick 2 books by random. So, and there's it in here, so it makes me scared. This one. The Gifts of Imperfection. Oh, I was actually contemplating on picking this one, so it's right here actually. The Gifts of Imperfection by Brene Brown. My grandma bought this one. She wants it as well, but I asked her if I could borrow it so I could read it. I was planning on reading it with her, but I honestly don't think we'll have time for that. This is a book of like self-love, like don't feel sorry if you know you didn't do anything wrong. Like, you're perfect the way you are, you know? that's that one, and I'm excited for that. I'm going to stick this little card flappy inside the book so I know that I've read it. And yeehaw. I'm excited to read this. I'm so happy I picked this one out. Last book, okay? This one. And I swear I didn't do anything to these cards to make it, like, you know, cheating. I'm nervous because it could be it. Percy Jackson. Okay, I can't do Percy Jackson because if you see here, I only have books 2, 3, and 4. So I don't have the first book, so I can't do Percy Jackson. So yeehaw, because I don't want to do Percy Jackson yet. Okay, now it's the last pick, unless something's different. Let's pick a chunky. Should I pick a chunky one? Yeah, let's pick a chunky one. Or chunkier one. Is this even chunky? Oh, it's kind of chunky. Okay. What does that say? Oh, from Twinkle with Love. Okay. I have 2 of Cinderella Menon's books, and I've never read them yet, so I'm pretty sure these are like contemporary romance, which is right up my alley. I've heard mixed opinions. I've heard that they're good. I've heard that they're okay. So I'm a little nervous going into these, but I'm excited. I've heard that When Dimple Met Rishi is better than this one, but I'm still happy and I'm ready to take this challenge down. So yeah, those are the books I'm reading. So in total, if I finished all these, I would end up reading 8 books this month, which is crazy. So again, the ones that I've read: Clap When You Land, Pumpkinheads, SpongeBob Movie, The Gifts of Imperfection, From Twinkle with Love, Atomic Love by Jenny Fields, Cinderella is Dead, and Grimm's Complete Fairy Tales. Anyway, thanks for watching today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye.